What happens to a single raw horse hide inside one of the largest leather factories in the world? How does something once part of a working animal become a luxury cowboy hat, worth thousands of dollars? Today, we're stepping inside that transformation, from raw hide to refined craftsmanship. At first glance, a raw hide doesn't look like the beginning of a premium product. It's heavy, natural, and unshaped. But inside a massive leather processing facility, every step is carefully controlled. Skilled workers inspect the hide for quality. Industrial drums clean and preserve it. Advanced tanning methods strengthen the fibers, turning a perishable material into durable leather built to last for decades. As the process continues, the leather is softened, dyed, and precisely cut. Patterns are measured down to the millimeter. Specialized molds shape the crown and brim. Craftspeople refine the edges and structure by hand, ensuring balance, comfort, and style. By the end of this journey, what started as a raw agricultural byproduct has become something entirely different, a symbol of American Western heritage, craftsmanship, and premium design. This is the story of transformation, precision, and the art behind a high-end cowboy hat. For centuries, horse leather has played a practical role in everyday life. Long before modern synthetic materials, it was shaped into durable saddles, rugged boots, and essential military gear. Its tight fiber structure made it strong, flexible, and dependable under pressure. Over time, it also became part of Western wear, where functions slowly blended with style. In the United States, cowboy culture remains a powerful symbol of independence and resilience. From working ranches to rodeo arenas, especially in states like Texas and Wyoming, Western apparel continues to represent tradition and pride. The cowboy hat, in particular, stands out as both protective gear and cultural icon. What once shielded riders from sun and rain now carries deep meaning tied to American history. Today, that heritage connects to a much larger global market. High-end cowboy hats and specialty leather goods are no longer limited to ranch life. They are sold in luxury boutiques, online stores, and international fashion markets. Some pieces are considered premium items, valued for craftsmanship, materials, and brand reputation. Behind this market is a blend of old and new. Large-scale factories combine traditional tanning knowledge with modern industrial technology. Precision machinery works alongside skilled craftspeople. Strict timing, chemical control, and quality inspection ensure consistent results. Understanding this process reveals something important. What begins as a raw agricultural byproduct can, through careful treatment and expertise, become a high-value fashion item. It's a transformation that reflects both industrial efficiency and centuries of cultural tradition. The journey begins with raw hide collection and inspection. In large-scale facilities, horse hides are sourced as byproducts from regulated meat industries. Nothing is wasted. When the hides arrive, trained inspectors carefully examine each one. They check for thickness, surface marks, and overall quality. Only hides that meet strict standards move forward. Next comes preservation and cleaning. Because raw hide can naturally break down, it must be stabilized quickly. Facilities either salt the hides or keep them chilled to prevent decomposition. Then, industrial washing systems remove dirt, excess fat, and natural residues. What remains is a clean foundation ready for transformation. The tanning process is where the real change begins. Using vegetable or chrome tanning methods, technicians stabilize the collagen fibers inside the hide. This step prevents decay and defines the leather's flexibility, strength, and final color. Massive rotating drums slowly turn the hides, ensuring even absorption of tanning agents throughout the material. After tanning, the leather moves into controlled drying and conditioning rooms. Temperature and humidity are carefully managed to avoid warping or shrinkage. Conditioning oils are added to keep the leather soft and resistant to cracking. Once dried, the hides are split and finished. Precision machines shave the leather to a uniform thickness. Surfaces may be dyed, polished, or embossed depending on the final product. For cowboy hats, the leather is cut into exact patterns. Heated blocks and molds shape the crown and brim. Skilled hands refine every curve, ensuring balance and structure. Finally, each hat undergoes inspection. Craftspeople check stitching, edges, and symmetry before packaging the finished product for customers across the United States and around the world. Horse leather stands out for its naturally tight fiber structure. Compared to many other types of leather, its fibers are densely packed, which gives it a rare balance of strength and flexibility. That structure allows it to hold shape under pressure while still feeling smooth and responsive. For products like structured cowboy hats, that balance is especially valuable. One of the most respected forms of horse leather is known as shell cordovan. Unlike standard leather, shell cordovan comes from a specific layer of the hide. It is carefully tanned and polished over an extended period, sometimes taking months to complete. The result is a material known for its durability, subtle shine, and resistance to creasing. Because of the time and precision required, it is often reserved for high-end goods. When it comes to cowboy hats, craftsmanship plays a major role in price. Some premium models can reach five-figure price tags, depending on the brand, materials, and level of hand finishing involved. Limited production runs and custom orders can also increase value, especially when buyers are looking for heirloom quality pieces. Interestingly, a single horse hide can produce several smaller leather items, such as wallets or belts. But when crafting full-size cowboy hats, the usable surface area is much more limited. Larger, flawless sections are required to achieve the right shape and durability. At the same time, the global Western wear market continues to expand. Fashion trends, country music, film, and television have introduced Western style to new audiences. What began as practical workwear has become a growing segment of premium fashion worldwide. In large leather production facilities, quality control and environmental responsibility play a critical role. Many major factories operate under international leather industry standards that regulate chemical handling, worker safety, and waste management. These guidelines help ensure that the tanning process remains consistent, safe, and suitable for global export markets. One of the most closely monitored areas is wastewater treatment. The tanning process uses water to clean, soften, and treat hides. Before any water leaves the facility, it must go through advanced filtration and treatment systems. These systems remove chemical residues and solid waste to help protect nearby rivers, soil, and local ecosystems. Regular testing helps confirm that discharge levels meet environmental regulations. Sustainability also connects to how materials are sourced. In most cases, horse hides used in large factories are byproducts of regulated agricultural supply chains. By using materials that would otherwise go unused, manufacturers reduce overall waste within the system. This approach does not eliminate environmental impact, but it helps improve material efficiency. Modern facilities also monitor energy use and chemical concentrations throughout production. Digital tracking systems measure temperature, humidity, and processing times to maintain consistent quality while minimizing excess resource consumption. Meeting export regulations requires strict documentation and compliance with international trade standards. For American consumers, ethical sourcing and traceability are becoming increasingly important. Buyers often want to know where materials come from and how products are made. In response, some manufacturers provide clearer supply chain information and third-party certifications. Together, these efforts reflect a growing focus on balancing craftsmanship, industrial scale, and environmental responsibility in today's leather industry. The journey from rawhide to a luxury cowboy hat is far more complex than it first appears. What starts as a basic agricultural byproduct moves through a carefully controlled system of chemistry, precision machinery, and skilled craftsmanship. Every stage, from inspection and tanning to shaping and finishing, plays a role in transforming natural material into something refined and long-lasting. Inside modern factories, science stabilizes the fibers. Machines ensure accuracy and consistency. But even with advanced technology, the final quality still depends on experienced hands. Craftspeople shape the crown, balance the brim, and inspect every detail. The result is not just a functional product, but a carefully engineered piece designed to last for years. What began as part of a working supply chain becomes something with cultural meaning. In the United States, the cowboy hat remains a symbol of Western identity, independence, and heritage. It connects modern consumers to a long tradition of ranching, rodeo, and open landscapes. At the same time, it has found a place in global fashion markets, where craftsmanship and authenticity carry premium value. Looking ahead, the future of this centuries-old craft will depend on innovation and sustainability. Advances in cleaner processing methods, energy efficiency, and supply chain transparency are shaping how leather goods are made and sold. As demand for high-quality materials continues, the balance between tradition and responsible production will define the next chapter of this enduring industry.